Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi praises role of media in fighting COVID-19 pandemic. Nagaland Rural Development Minister Metsubo Jamir acknowledges womenfolk for being instrumental in keeping the community resilient and safe. International Literacy Day being celebrated across the globe. And COVID-19 cases in Nagaland reaches 4,245. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the role of the media in fighting with the COVID pandemic. Modi said that the media has served people in an unprecedented way by spreading awareness on the COVID pandemic and by analyzing government's works and pointing out their shortcomings. He was addressing the inauguration of the Patrika Gate in Jaipur through video conference. Modi said the enlightened section of the society and the writers are like guides and teachers of society. He said during the freedom struggle, every big name was associated with writing. The Prime Minister also called for inculcating the habit of reading books among the new generation. He said that while constructing a house, a designated place for books should be ensured in it, and all the members of the family should make a habit of reading something every day. Modi also asserted that the voice of India, along with Indian products, is becoming more global, with the country now enjoying stronger presence at world bodies. He said that the world is now listening to India with more attention. The iconic gate is built by Patrika group of newspapers on the Jawaharlal Nehru Marg in Jaipur. Prime Minister Modi also released 2 books written by the group chairman on the occasion. A total of 30 pickup trucks were handed over to 29 blocks covering 30 village-level organizations of self-help groups under Ajivika Gramin Express Yojana AGEY program. AGEY is a sub-scheme under Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission under the Ministry of Rural Development to facilitate transport facilities in the rural areas and also provide job opportunities to members of self-help groups. Minister for Rural Development Metsubo Jamir flagged off the vehicles during a program held at Kohima today. Congratulating the beneficiaries, Jamir said they have been chosen amongst 110,000 women and reminded of their responsibility towards their community. He said a success or failure of this program will depend on their performances and urged them to diligently conduct their business in order to ensure timely repayment so that others can also benefit from this program. Jamir also acknowledged the womenfolk for being instrumental in keeping the community resilient and safe even in the times of COVID-19 pandemic. Commissioner and Secretary Niposo Pelio said that this program will facilitate rural farmers and SH members connectivity to market and expressed optimism that the existing marketing gaps in the most remote places will be addressed through this scheme. Today is International Literacy Day. This day is celebrated on the 8th of September every year to remind everyone of the importance of literacy for individuals, communities and societies. This year the focus is on literacy, teaching and learning in the COVID-19 crisis and beyond. The theme highlights literacy learning in a lifelong learning perspective. This day was declared International Literacy Day by UNESCO on 26 October 1966 at the 14th session of UNESCO's General Conference. It was celebrated for the first time in 1967 and its main aim is to highlight the importance of literacy to individuals, communities and societies. In Nagaland, 25 fresh COVID-19 positive cases have been reported today, taking the tally to 4,245. The new cases were detected from Kohima with 21, 2 in Mon and 1 each in Mugukchung and Gifre, of which 15 were returnees and 10 traced contacts. In addition, 54 recoveries have also been registered. With this, there are 496 active cases, while 3,728 have recovered from the infection, improving further the recovery rate to 87.82%. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. A felicitation program for Richard Yantan, a UPSC All India 133rd rank, was held today at Woka. Congratulating Richard on his success, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Button encouraged the youngsters to follow his footsteps. He exhorted the students to make use of mobile phones in a positive way, which will help them in online learning and examinations. While sharing his achievement, Richard said one should believe in God and focus on one's target. The BJP Nagaland State Unit will join the nationwide campaign in support of the new National Education Policy (NEP) by launching awareness campaigns throughout the state from September 11 and also hold competition involving NEP-themed online contest from September 25 to 2nd October. Briefing media persons, BJP Nagaland co-chief spokesperson Nini Cheng said the subject of my NEP competition will be the topic of discussions, while the competition will be held on 4 topics, which include Bharat-centric education, holistic education, knowledge-based society, and quality education. She said the competition will be held in 3 different levels from classes 9 to 12, undergraduate to postgraduate, and citizens level. To participate in the competitions, Cheng said one has to get registered through the web portal www.mynep.in, which will be activated on September 11. Also highlighting on various other activities to be undertaken by the party, State BJP Secretary Lanu Akam O. Zadir said Seva Sapta Service Week will be observed from 14th to 20th of this month. Among other activities, the service include presentation of artificial limbs and other equipment, blood donation camps, tree plantation, and cleanliness drive. Meanwhile, a campaign is also scheduled to observe County Jayanti. A 24/7 toll-free mental health rehabilitation helpline, Kiran, was launched by Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Thawachand Gehlot yesterday. The helpline number 1800-500-0019 will provide relief and support to persons with mental illness. The helpline was launched in view of the growing incidence of mental illness, particularly in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. He also released a poster, brochure, and resource book on the helpline. Gehlot also witnessed a live demonstration of helpline. As per directions of the Supreme Court, states are mandated to set up their 3-member committees on content regulation of government advertisements. State-level committees have already been constituted by Karnataka, Goa, Mizoram and Nagaland. The Committee on Content Regulation in Government Advertising, CCRGA, in its 19th meeting held last week, took a serious note of delay in constituting state-level committees by other states. The CCRGA was of the view that some state governments' delay in setting up the state-level committees may be construed as contempt of Supreme Court's order. 1 person was killed while 4 others injured in an accidental bomb blast that took place at United North Block Burma Camp in Dimapur around 11:30 a.m. today. DCP Zone 1, Dr. Naeem Mustafa, who was at the scene, informed that a bomb suspected to be World War bombshell exploded when an iron scrap collector was pounding with a hammer. The victim's house was also partially damaged by the impact of the blast. All the 4 injured, including a woman, were immediately rushed to hospital for medical treatment. Further investigation is going on. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi praises role of media in fighting COVID-19 pandemic. Nagaland Rural Development Minister Metsubo Jamir acknowledges womenfolk for being instrumental in keeping the community resilient and safe. International Literacy Day being celebrated across the globe, and COVID-19 cases in Nagaland reaches 4,245. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.